Do you believe that changing your mindset could change your reality? That changing your mindset could support you in having a breakthrough from your anxiety? If you've been dealing with feelings of overwhelm, if you've been feeling completely maxed out, if you've been feeling stressed, this video is for you. I remember so many times while growing up feeling completely maxed out in very dumb situations, talking to girls, dealing with school, dealing with family. I thought it was just way too much for me to deal with. And now looking back, maybe I could call that anxiety. I could even think that I was stressed, a child being stressed. But the reality is that now, with my current understanding of emotions, of the power of our mind, the power of our beliefs, I truly know that I was the one creating that anxiety. I was the one creating that stress. I was the one creating that feeling of overwhelm. Because let's be honest, how many times we would like to blame somebody else for what we are experiencing? Oh, I'm so anxious because the politicians, because the world is going like it's going. Yeah, the world is going like it's going because there's so many people all agreeing at the same time to blame something outside of themselves, instead of looking inward and finding the solutions and finding the keys that will support each one in their own awakening, in their own breakthroughs. So if you are ready to really step into a whole new place of your life, if you're ready to say, you know what, halas, and in Arab halas means I'm done. I'm done with anxiety, I'm done with stress, I'm done with having excuses to not be at my best. Because anxiety, I see it as a great opportunity for many people to not show up for who and what they are. And once you start navigating your emotions, and once you start implementing the mindset techniques that I'm going to share with you in this video, you will see that the only limitation was yourself. In anything that you were trying to achieve, your goals, your vision, getting your dream job, getting your dream partner, getting your dream car, all of this is completely real for any individual. That's why desire exists. We wouldn't desire something unless we knew that we can achieve it. But when we have a desire, then the monkey mind comes and it starts telling us, no, you're not enough, you're not good enough. And that's when anxiety starts to come up. Oh, I can't deal with this. I can't come up with the book chapters by the end of the month like my editor asked, so I start to feel anxious. I can't perform my task as it's expected. So we start to have all this self-doubt. We start to have all these mental limitations that start to trigger different emotional responses, and one of these is anxiety. So you might be wondering, so okay, I feel anxious, I've been feeling anxious for X amount of years, what can I do right now? Well, the first thing is to acknowledge that anxiety is created in the mind. You can't buy anxiety, it's not something tangible, but you have believed to really make it real. And through belief, we will dissipate this illusion, this spell of anxiety, to empower each one of you watching this video to step into a whole new realm in your life experience. And what belief am I talking about? This belief is the belief that you, as a sovereign light being, you have all the tools, you have all the capacity to achieve whatever you've ever wanted. That anxiety is just another way to express that energy, the potential that you have into putting into practice, into learning, into expanding, into achieving your goal. Because it requires, and this is what amazes me every time I keep learning and navigating and implementing this, what I call like mind hacks, that I just got goosebumps, because it was such a revelation in my own journey, knowing that it takes the same energy to be anxious, than to be happy. But being anxious taxes your body, depletes your body from energy. Being happy, being excited, which will require the same energy, actually is rejuvenating your body. It's actually releasing all these hormones that make your body stronger, more resilient, healthier, and promotes longevity. When you are anxious, stressed, depressed, fearful, hateful, you actually are decreasing your vibration, your life force through your body, but you still require the same energy. And this is really the breakthrough, that if you start committing every single day, and it starts from the moment you wake up in the morning, that you will invest all your energy into things that make your heart sing, into what really matters, and not into the challenges that you see coming to your way, not into the people that you think they make you anxious, not into the problems. Because if you focus all your attention into the things that are disturbing you, the things that you don't like, the people you don't like, then all your energy is being drained towards that side of the story. And that story is not a fun one. You will always be complaining, you'll always be victimized, you will always end up with a short stick. But what if every morning you choose to start putting all your energy into the things that make you happy? And the first thing I do, and I've shared this in other videos, one of the first elements, I'm going to encourage all of you watching this, and I keep repeating almost every video, I tell everybody this mind hack, which is a life hack. And I didn't invent, I don't take any claim of this. This has always been there, but it's starting your day with gratitude. And now there's an overwhelming amount of science showing that individuals that choose to focus their attention in gratitude, starting from the morning, throughout the day, and the last thing before going to bed, will and are experiencing a better life quality, more abundance, more love, more health. And why is this happening? Because look back at your previous day. If you were focusing on all the things that you think are triggering you, all the things that you are under the illusion that make you anxious, if you spend all day putting your attention to that, then what's going to be the outcome? You're going to feel more anxious, you're going to feel more overwhelmed, you're going to feel more stressed, you're going to feel more incapable of dealing with life. But the other side of the story, which is the story I've dedicated my life into, is how can we shift our energy into putting into things that actually make us good? Because either you eat McDonald's or you eat a healthy whole foods meal. You know, one will taste good but will rotten your body from the inside. The other one will nourish your body. It's all about the choices we make. So if you wake up in the morning and you put your attention into, okay, what am I grateful for today? Running water, fresh air, having a nice roof over my head, having a good sleep, waking up with a partner, or if you don't have a partner, waking up with the opportunity to create the possibilities for a new partner, waking up in nature, waking up in your favorite city because you like living in the city. Start to see all the beautiful things that you are surrounded by. And by shifting your attention into the things that make you happy, into the things that you are grateful for, what you're doing is you start to override that negative mind. You start to override that mind that keeps pulling you into anxiety. And this very interesting fact that I recently learned is that people that are present doing something are much happier than people that are just wandering. And what do I mean this? We will believe that, well, if you're doing things, you could get more stressed than if you just let your mind wander. Well, it's actually the opposite. Mind wandering, or the monkey mind, keeps pulling your mind into the situations that have caused pain, that have caused stress, that have caused some emotional trauma. Why is this? Because our mind, because of evolution, we used to live in caves, we used to run from a lion or from a predator, we used to have to survive. our mind developed to survive. But many people are still wired to keep surviving from an invisible enemy. Now the enemy could be called mortgage, your boss, your wife, your husband, traffic. But we always keep anticipating that something's going to hurt us, that we have to be worried about something. And that's how our brain is wired. But you have the option to rewire your brain, and that's why life is so amazing. That's why us human beings, we have an immense potential to change our lives at any given moment. Doesn't matter how old you are, doesn't matter where you're at, how much money, how much little money, or how much lots of money you have, where in the world you are, religion, anything. If you are ready to transcend negativity, anxiety, if you're ready to transcend feeling like crap, we all have the same opportunities. And how do these opportunities come? They come by putting our attention into what matters. So even if you had a very traumatic life and you feel that that's why you have so much anxiety, if you start waking up in the morning and put your attention to things that you're grateful for, and here is a challenge or an invitation to all of you. Start to go through 10 things you are grateful for every morning. Literally, when I wake up in bed, I open my eyes. Okay, I'm awake, and I close my eyes again just to not go too much out. And I start to visualize all the things I'm grateful for. My family, my brother is expecting a baby, so I'm already sending lots of blessings and prayers to that baby. And I'm grateful for my family, for the abundance of foods, for being able to eat organic, to be able to live in the country, in the place, in the mountain where I like to live. All these things that I'm grateful for, and I feel the emotions through my body. So for me, if my day was going to end in that moment, I was fulfilled because I'm already in a state of bliss. I'm like, life is so good. And we haven't even talked about money, recognition, success. Just the matter that you can change your inner chemistry through your thoughts is changing slowly your reality. And as you start to focus all your attention into one thing and not be in a mind-wandering situation where your mind starts to go to like, oh, I need to open my WhatsApp, I have all these bills to pay. You focus first thing in the morning, gratitude. Then throughout the day, you're gonna start seeing more beautiful things to be grateful for. But it doesn't end there. Throughout the day, take moments here and there. You can set your alarm, maybe like at noon or midday, gratitude. And you go into gratitude for like 2-5 minutes, and you sit down and you breathe in through the nose, you exhale through the mouth, and you start to again visualize the things you're grateful for during the morning, or again you can go for things in your life as a general. But just keep connecting to gratitude, and then before going to bed, you think about the things that you are grateful for your day, having a family, having kids, whatever you are grateful for. And what is the hack? The hack is that you are rewiring your brain to be grateful. You're rewiring your brain to see the blessings and the beauty in many situations that you usually wouldn't see them. Because two people might and this is a really good example, two people can walk past a rose bush, and one will stop and smell the fragrance of the rose, and the other one will just walk by. And what's the difference between these two? The number one difference is that one has their brain wired to see the beauty in life, so they're always looking for things that confirms their belief, because that's how our mind works. We're always looking for external circumstances, inputs that can confirm whatever we believe. So that person stopped because he's already looking at beautiful things in his inner world, so he's looking for things outside to confirm his belief. But then it comes the other person and he walks past by. Why is it so? Because he's so busy thinking about the bills he has to pay. He's so busy about trying to anticipate the mortgage and dealing with family and the traffic. He's already thinking about the traffic even though he's not even home. Home, I mean in the city. Maybe he's traveling, and I've heard people in their trip already talking about the bad things they have at home in the city or whatever. And this is because that person's brain is still wired to survive. So that person is still wired to look for all the things that could go wrong. And as you can see, it's a small detail, but small details are what makes life. And small details are what makes a regular, mediocre life from a life of epicness, of beautiful fragrant roses, of nice company, friends, and celebration. And I truly believe that it's our birthright to be walking among Eden's garden. That where we are right now, incarnated in this lifetime, it's the most beautiful garden for us to not only learn from nature, but also to share a gift. But if we are constantly focused in our thoughts of anxiety, if we're focused into the things that are not working, the things that bother us so much, what are the chances that you will stop when the best opportunity is just laying next to you? When the best opportunity to be abundant, to find love, is just across the street in your path. You won't have too many opportunities of finding that because you will be so focused running from the invisible lion. And this creates a sense of anxiety. And if you go every day to bed thinking about all the things that went wrong, thinking about all the things that, the birds are crazy here, thinking about the things that went bad, thinking about the traffic that you're going to have tomorrow, the meeting that stressed you out, then you're going to be living a life of misery and anxiety. But take this golden opportunity. Every moment, every breath, you have the opportunity to rewrite your story, to rewire your brain, to start seeing and feeling the beautiful opportunities, the beautiful fruits that life is always offering to all of us. Because the universe only wants nothing but the very best for each one of us. But it's up to us to look up and look around and see that all these fruits are hanging. They're ready for us to enjoy, and not be looking down to the ground or to our WhatsApp, just looking for more excuses to not live to our highest potential. And breathwork is a great way to start calming down your nervous system. Breathwork is a great tool to really start taking control of your life. Yesterday I was facilitating a live breathwork in the retreat center next to where I live, and I was sharing with the beautiful women that I've tried so hard to control my mind, and it still doesn't work like that. And then I try to control the world and tell people what to do. It doesn't work too fine. I found so much resistance in my life. But the day I discovered breathwork, many years ago, I remember coming into this state of serenity. And when breathwork brought all this calmness, because I took control of my breathwork, of my breath, my mind started to become calm. So I started to take control of my mind, and I started to take control of my emotions, and that creates my personality. And suddenly, what I am and how I vibrate, and my quality of inner beingness determines the quality of my life. So, as the second and last hack or way to be able to overcome anxiety, I'm gonna urge all of you to start your breath journey. And I know what you might be thinking, Jose, I already breathe every day. If not, I wouldn't be alive. Well, there's a difference between just breathing and being a conscious breather, being aware of your inhales and exhales. And to support you on this, on the description below, I have a free guided breathwork and gratitude visualization practice that I've been doing every single day. All my clients do every single day, and their life has transformed just by changing the way they breathe, the way they think first thing in the morning. The link is below. You just have to download the link, get the audio, put it on your cell phone, on your computer. Do this before anything, before going to WhatsApp, before going to emails, before reading the newspaper, whatever you do, just go straight, do your breath work, prime your body. It's called a morning priming routine, and see and experience by yourself how your life transcends the norm and you step into the multidimensional being that you are. If you like this content, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like the video, share your comments below, share the love, and stay tuned because I'll be posting more tools to have breakthroughs. Because there's no excuse to be living a mediocre life. There's no excuse to just be passing by life. You're here to enjoy life. You're here to share your gift. You're here to be the light in your own journey. Blessings and namaste.